Today we got another Banshee in for a full restoration. I believe it's a 2001, but it doesn't matter what year it is because every single Banshee gets stripped down. I put my own little taste on it. So this one is actually gonna be a Halloween theme. Every single time I finish a giveaway or I finish a build and I post it on Instagram, I always ask the people, what do you wanna see next? And since it's October, a lot of people were commenting you should do something for Halloween. So that's the idea with this one. We're gonna completely strip it down. It's got some new parts on it, which I'll probably just end up selling on Instagram. So if you're not following us, you gotta fucking follow us. Some other parts that we don't end up reusing will be for sale as well. Coming over here to the computer, this is the idea. Forget about the graphics that are on these plastics. I didn't want to do all orange plastics considering we did that Toyota Super build not too long ago. So black plastics front and rear, and then orange gas tank and rad cover. And then I got some custom graphics being made. Simplistic, but having that Halloween theme. I don't want no like Joker face, or the other day, you know, you were bringing up the Grim Reaper. I kind of want to keep it simple because I want somebody to be able to keep this theme and ride it all year round. So black front rear, gas tank orange, rad orange, the entire bike will be black. And then maybe I'm thinking black shocks fading into an orange. The calipers could be that orange as well. The motor will be completely murdered out as well, going with the stock look. And then I have some orange coolant lines laying around. But getting a closer look at this thing, it's a bit crusty, but it's nothing too major that is gonna be a nightmare. So things that I really like, nostalgic shit like this Nax Racing stator cover. So I'll probably keep this for myself, polish it, make it look real nice, and then I'll put an OEM one on this. It has a cool head on it. I'm gonna try and save that. I don't know what size I have no idea what the is inside of this engine, but obviously somebody with it. You got some billet intake boots, which are nice, but they're dry rotted, so I'm probably gonna replace them with some stock ones. The cylinders are OEM. The paint is fucking faded. It's been painted like 100 times. You can see it goes from like blue to orange to rust. Some spots I think even white, like over here it's showing white. I don't know if that's a primer, but there's a VIN. It's just not too visible right now. So what I'll end up doing is probably paint stripping that, and then we'll cover it when they go to sandblast it, because you got to be careful when you're powder coating these things, especially bringing it to a powder coater that may never have done a Banshee before. They'll sandblast the VIN right off. But these big ass fucking tires and little ass rims, they're going, these might even be for a blaster. The fronts are 10-inch, which is like kind of like the same style rim that I always use, but I think one of them, I mean, they're all like curbed up, but one of them has a heavy dent, so I probably won't even end up using these. So like the wheels, the tires, the plastics, maybe some other little shit I'll end up selling. But for the most part, I want to try and save as much as I can with this. The coils on the front shocks, I'll end up saving and powder them. And then the actual shock itself either get trashed or I sell for dirt cheap. But shit like this, normally we just fucking whack these headlights off with a baseball bat. These bolts some of them are snapped, or one of them snapped, and this one's just got like a crazy sag going on over here. So this is probably gonna have to get chopped and bunged. Things like that is always like a major setback for me, because now I have to worry about getting it fixed before I bring it to powder. So that's like the worst thing. Anyways, this is the Halloween Banshee. We're gonna strip it down right now.
I don't even wanna fight with you, man. I lay you right where you stand. You can catch a few shells, one go right through your polo, man. Usually I'm dolo and I got a crazy team. Call Kiss to ride on you, watch for the laser beam. Shit, it's that OG flavor. Remind you of a corner bodega. And
as we're stripping this thing down, I totally realized like I probably should try and see if it runs. So ooh, you heard that like knock? That was bad. Smells crazy. At least we know that all the fucking electrical is good. That's like a huge plus, not having to fucking buy that. This shit gets expensive.
Fuck if your man's in the way. Your girl want me cause I do it better than you. The whole world wants me, nigga. I'm a legend to you. Like LL, Rakim, Ice-T and the niggas. Like Cube, Snoop and Dre, I'ma be seeing the figures. It don't matter, you don't have to be liking me, man. Keep playing, you'll be laying there, right where you stand.
Gun on my waist, knife in my hand. I keep telling you cowards, I'ma leave you there right where you stand. I don't wanna talk and I ain't trying to fight with your man. Trying to get it over quick, leave you right where you stand. Some say I'm trifling, sometimes I rightfully am, but I don't give a fuck. I'ma leave you right where you stand. You just mad, you'll never be as nice as I am. D-Block, Gangstar, leave you right where you stand. You wanna know why I invest all my money in the haze and in the dope? Cause right now I'm currently a slave for Interscope. Respect first, then money, basic shit. If you got niggas under pressure, you can take they shit. Listen, I'ma leave you right where you stand. Have the ambulance pass your Timberlands off right to your man, cause he pussy.
We started this at about 11 o'clock this morning. It's now 6 o'clock in the afternoon. It's stripped down to its bare bones. There's a couple things that still need to be taken apart, like the front shocks, the rear shocks. The A-arms, I still have those dust boots. The motor's over here. We're gonna end up taking this apart tomorrow. So I can't figure out how to get this axle apart. The axle wants to slide through, but these hubs do not want to come off. And one side is an Allen key, and then the other side is just like a regular 17 or 19 bolt, but you can't get in there with an impact. So I'm probably gonna have to send that over to my friend Smike's shop so he can do that. And then the frame, the two engine mounts up front, both bolts on the top just snapped. They must be like crazy rusted and fused with the frame. So everything else for the most part came off pretty easy. Another bolt snapped somewhere else. Where the f was it? The hub guard goes onto the steering knuckle. One of those snaps, so I'm gonna get that drilled out as well. So the steering knuckle, the frame, and then this axle. And then, like I was mentioning earlier, on this side, you can see this part right here where the front bumper mounts to is completely destroyed. So everything on this thing was crazy rusty. So I'm glad that those are the only things have to be fixed. The rear of the frame isn't too bad at all. Actually, it's not bad at all, which is always a plus. And then the gas tank, I had no issue getting that out. A lot of the Banshees, when they roll, when they flip, this front bar right here just like squeezes against the gas tank. This is pinched back. Not only is it impossible to get the fucking gas tank on, but when you finish building the Banshee and you go to put the plastics on, they never want to mount right. And then they get all squeezed and boxed. And I'm gonna get this frame fixed up tonight, bring that to powder coat. We're moving fast, and this thing is gonna look like a whole new Banshee within like 4 days.
Manhattan bound. Business is downtown. We cover ground. That black mom was hitting uptown. Fill out the ground. Buy a pound and skip town. Cyrus the sound. SID's in your town. Come test me, star. Now you're taking it too far. You know who you are. I'm the one who brought you up the par, so you learn from me what I learned from him. Big up to Rakim, the KBs and my nigga Ben. All my friends are tech talking, rhyme talking, blunt smoking, jokers who ain't joking. All my friends are tech talking, rhyme talking, blunt smoking, jokers who ain't joking. All my friends are tech talking, rhyme talking, blunt smoking, jokers who ain't joking. All my friends are tech talking, rhyme talking, blunt smoking, jokers who ain't joking. Still holding the fort down, watch the Glocks get cocked. Mention crime dance and you think about the jammer. First of all, a professional whips niggas straight. I take advantage, leave them damaged like date rape. The clock is ticking, what's it gonna be? Blood spills from you, blood spills from me.
All right, well that's that. The motor is completely disassembled. The journals are good, which is nice, so we'll be reusing this case. The transmission's good, the crank was shot. The pistons look fairly new, but I dropped one of them on the ground, so we're definitely not gonna, I didn't even plan on reusing those, but the cylinders, they're at a 64.5 bore, so I'll go up to 65 and then we'll get these powder coated. I don't even know if I'll end up using these on this build specifically because I've got so many sets that are bored ready to go. What I'll end up doing is I'm gonna go take this to sandblast myself. I'll media blast the outsides only, not the inside. That way it cleans it up really nice, getting all this like nasty fucking grime off. And before I do that, I'll probably end up power washing it and degreasing it. It'll get vapor honed to look nice and shiny like it is brand new. We'll reuse the transmission. I got a brand new crankshaft I'm gonna put in it. Fresh pistons. I'm gonna polish the cool head that was on it. And then I got all new O-rings for that as well. Probably put some brand new cool head studs because some of them bent when I was pulling them out of here. It has a OEM stator, which is nice. And it's on an adjustable timing plate already. So that's good because I plan on setting it at a +4 anyways. And then the clutch cover will get powder coated. The water pump will get powder coated as well. The center insert that came on this engine and the stator cover I'm going to keep for myself on a build that probably will never happen, but we're moving and we are fucking grooving. But this thing's nasty. I don't know what the last owner put inside of it or somehow got inside of it. I don't know, but this oil is like crazy thick and it's like, it almost feels like there's sand on the inside, but when you look at it closely, it's like these little red balls. I don't know if you could kind of focus it on that. Pretty small. This shit ain't supposed to be in the engine, so gonna clean this up really thoroughly, get it looking brand new.
Wait a minute, big loop, cotton candy shoot, cotton candy coop, hard knock, off an anti loop, off the stoop. Play with me, see what the swammy do. My canary shoot, hot beams pointed right at you, peekaboo. Benji paper made me hate a poo. All your fame reduced, Najee twice, purple haze and goose, got me loose. Kick my way and now I got the juice. Gucci bubble boots, 1,000 kicks, couple hundred boots. Getting fucking loot. my top down. I'm flashing on them, I'm passing all them, pull over and hit the hazards on them. The ratchets on them, pay my
We're at static coatings right now. This is my powder coater. Since we're in like a time crunch, I pretty much stripped everything yesterday for the most part. Some things had to go in acid and now they need to be stripped, but we're looking to get the whole thing done pretty much within a day here. They just like lost an employee, so I'm helping out. I'm stripping everything down. I had no idea that this Friday, which is the day that I pretty much plan to drop this Banshee, happens to be Friday the 13th, so it works perfect. We got about 2 days to get this entire thing done. I might even build the engine off camera depending on how long this takes today. Yesterday I came here and pretty much stripped every little part on the Banshee. The T5s I'm trying to bring back to life. It's kind of a gamble, so when you sandblast something that looks like this, it's very likely that there's going to be some pinholes because you can see that the metal is just completely corroded. I'm going to Cerakote these. Hopefully there's no pinholes, but I have had a couple exhausts in the past where you get them Cerakoted and then you put them on the bike and then you notice smoke coming out of the header and all these little tiny ass holes. Looking at these pipes and I'm noticing this. There's a little crack right there. It's not major, but shit like that bothers me. So yeah, I probably won't end up using this on this build, considering, you know, that crack now, these dents, and just the condition of them overall. Maybe on something a little bit cheaper, because I have been throwing up those pop-up giveaways, and sometimes I get these bikes and I just swap out the parts. So this is after I sandblasted it too, and I was thinking about hitting it with like the deburr tool. It's possible if I hit it with the deburr tool, it's just going to be holes everywhere. So the idea, I guess, is the only things that we're really going to be doing, you know, a color is the calipers are going to be orange, the springs are going to fade from black to orange, right? Going with the tank, the shroud, and then coils and the calipers. Everything else murdered out. The calipers on this bike specifically, the front, they were so seasoned I couldn't get the piston out, so I brought some other ones today and we're going to try and run those. Definitely plan on getting a media blaster very soon. We're going to rearrange the whole shop, so within the next coming videos you're going to see shit is going to be in different locations.
I got the 40 low, covered up like I'm 40 below. 7 in with like 40 to go, or maybe more. Pay me for, I'm the waviest of all. Got a black one, white one, even keep a slim bitch. They all stick together and they got a good friendship. Classic so expensive.
We're holding that fucking swing arm up with your left hand, trying to blast with your right hand. Dude, this shit is heavy.
Cold hard, and if I'm smoking that haze, it's 40s of that Autobahn. Know I got that Audemars. Luke, you ain't shit without Max. The music need a booster. Fifth will leave him screaming like a rooster. Sweep the nigga body off the stoop like a super. Nigga, I'm the future. Nigga, I'll be used to the finest shit. I don't do the urban. I only do designer shit. I only do the Gucci, Louis, Fendi, Prada. Bigger as a pimp. I run up in your mama. Run up with the llama. Pop at any nigga thinking he thug. Dump a dub. I'ma fill this nigga with slug. I seen this nigga in the club out in Jersey. Seen the team looking like they wanna hurt me. But thanks to the front line, you only gotta tell them focus up one time. Nigga, I be trying to duck the one time. You smoking with 30 niggas.
The other day where we left off, pretty much we got majority of the Banshee powder coated, but there was a couple things that we couldn't do simply because we ran out of time and this frame doesn't fit in their cabinet. So they sent that out to somebody around the block, had it sandblasted. It's now 2 days later. I have everything here laid out, and what you're looking at is pretty much a brand new Banshee, right? You seen how the piece of shit came. Honestly, it wasn't even that bad. I should call it a piece of shit, but you seen how the Banshee came in, and this is everything. So whatever we saved, we powdered, we zinced, we vapor honed, and a couple parts I went and laser engraved after I picked up everything from powder coat yesterday. But this is a general idea of what we need to assemble today, right? Today is Thursday, it's 8 a.m. The Banshee needs to be done by tomorrow at 6 p.m. or even before 6 p.m. The idea is to have it completely finished, photo, video by 6 p.m. to post on Instagram. Potentially maybe you can enter this giveaway. Now obviously when you're seeing this video, it's probably like a week later, so you won't be able to enter this giveaway, but make sure you're following the Instagram so you don't miss out on opportunities like this. This is going to be the Bonzi Garage 2023 Halloween themed Banshee. All these orange parts that are powder coated, they have a metallic flake in it. Everything else for the most part is satin black. Besides the powder coated stuff, there's a lot of new parts here, a lot of OEM parts, a lot of aftermarket parts. Some things I started pre-assembling, like that carrier setup that you're seeing right there. The steering knuckle, the hubs, the guards, those are pre-assembled. The motor I'm going to end up having to build on my own tonight after we build this as a roller, simply because we just don't have the time. But there's a couple of parts here that I have laid out. The rest is over there for the motor. Brand new stator side cover, brand new circle center insert. insert, brand new water pump cover, the clutch cover. We powder coated, all new gaskets, seals, Wiseco piston. I'm using a Vitos crankshaft that's trued and welded. The A-arms, those are getting all new boot covers, brand new rad, brand new OEM handlebars, brand new grips, brand new seat, DMC exhaust that happened to be on a bike that I had bought that was super clean. I did a cheaper giveaway with it, but I stole the exhaust because I knew that I was doing this build and I wanted to put that on this. The rims and tires, those are brand new, all 10-inch DWT rims on low profile Duro tires. And one thing that I'm gonna try in this build is these rim strips. So this is on the newer 2010 to 2012 Banshees. The guy that does my graphics, he makes these. I had him do the rim strip in orange, so we're gonna throw these on the rims, and I think that'll spice it up a little bit. You know, I could talk about all these brand new parts for a really long time, and I could go on a rant about everything individually. We're not gonna do that. Right now, we're gonna start building this up because we're limited with time, right? This is the 2023 Bonzi Garage Halloween Yamaha Banshee.
I ain't never had nobody show me all the things that you done show me in the special way I feel when you hold me. We gon' always be together, baby. That's what you told me, and I believe it. 'Cause I ain't never had nobody do me like you.
Now I done been with different kind of girls, so like I done seen them all, but ain't none of them at all
like you.
And I done seen the best of the best, baby. Still I ain't impressed, 'cause ain't none of them at all
like you.
And you know how I feel when I chill. If I'm seen with a girl, then she gotta be just
like you.
And baby, that's the way I feel. And I got no choice but for me to keep it real. 'Cause when we first got together, started hanging out, you was skeptical at first, had to figure out if I was the kind of guy that try to dog you out. But I ain't that kind of guy you try to make me out. You found out when you turned to my baby. I showed them other brothers how to treat a lady. I let you drive when I ride that Mercedes. And I ain't tripping or acting shady, 'cause baby, you know
I ain't never had nobody show me all the things that you done show me in a special way I feel when you're home. We gon' always be together, baby. That's what you told me, and I believe it. 'Cause I ain't never had nobody do me like you.
And every time I think about you, when you ride, when you call, when you come up, your love is amazing to me. I can't wait till I see you. I wanna be with you again. And every time you're out on the road, I'll make a trip. And whenever I'm doing a show, don't you forget that I'm your main chick. Who got that game chick? One and the same chick, the one you can hang with.
I ain't never had nobody show me all the things that you done show me in a special way I feel when you're home. We gon' always be together, baby. That's what you told me, and I believe it. 'Cause I ain't never had nobody do me like you.
hit the mall, pop tags, spend a few G's in. Hit the runway to a new season. It ain't nothing to spoil the one I care for. Feel like I ain't doing enough, that's when I share more. I give you this, give you that, what you need, love. You know I gotta holler at me if you need love and affection, 'cause I be your protection. Kinda hard job, but I do it to perfection. And you can tell that I ain't tryna let you go. I get with you when I can, so that's how I let you know.
I don't know where we left off in this video. Kind of been all over the place, and that's my life. But we had a little bit of a setback that pushed us back an additional day. So we didn't get it done for Friday the 13th. We were able to get it done for Saturday the 14th. This was a giveaway. It didn't sell out in under 24 hours, which I was a little bit bummed about, but it did sell over the course of a couple of days. So this is the 2023 Bonzi Garage Halloween Yamaha Banshee. Earlier I told you guys that I didn't want to do anything crazy colorful, but I think for next year I probably will do that because a lot of people did want that. I wanted to keep it simplistic to the point where if somebody just wanted to change the fucking graphics, that's all they had to do, but making the graphics dope so that somebody doesn't ever have to change them. I went with a DMC exhaust for this build because I had gotten a cheaper bike that I threw up for like a pop-up giveaway with a brand new DMC exhaust, so I swapped that out, kept this for this build specifically. The jetting setup with the airbox is very similar to Toomey's. It's like the middle clip, 280s, 27.5 pilot jet, We got pods on this build, and I've literally ridden this thing up and down this strip maybe 3 times, and the headers are getting really discolored. Now I did polish these, so that could be a reason why, but that is an instant red flag right there. So after a couple more rides, I'm gonna go back to the shop, take off the plugs, read those, and kind of adjust from there. Maybe we had a little bit of a setback with the engine. I told you guys that I wasn't gonna do it on camera just because of the short time crunch. I ended up building it like halfway off camera. I tried to put the cylinders on. I guess I didn't realize this like previously before I got on board, but there was a bunch of Healy coils in them. And when I went to install the head studs, they were like fucking bent sideways. So those are pretty much useless at this point. And I ended up having to use a different set of cylinders at the time, but I didn't have the right pistons. So I had to go out and buy different pistons. Anyways, let's hear it. Give you guys the full thing right here. So we'll rev it up. RPM. gonna have to make some adjustments to the carburetor. So. Another thing I want to mention, in most previous builds, I've been using like just brand new OEM clutch baskets. I'm gonna start just fucking ripping the gear off of the basket and throwing on billet baskets moving forward, because these OEM baskets, even when they're brand new, I'll build them up, I'll ride them, and then I'll have to do like a clutch adjustment, and I'll go back and I'll see that there's like a little bit of slack, and this is on like something that is brand new. Moving forward, only billet baskets, and it grabs way better. The stickers on the rims give it that nice little touch. As always, the Duro, low profile tires on 10-inch rims. Leave a comment down below. Let us know what you want us to do next. If you're not following the Bonzi Garage on TikTok, on Instagram, on Facebook, go to the link in the description and make sure you're following across all social media pages. Also, if you need us to do a build for you, something like this, or something that you have in your mind that you want to make come to life, we can do that for you, but it comes with a price, a heavy price. But don't hesitate to reach out. Bonzi Garage on Instagram. You can visit the website, buy parts, clothes, everything. Now, I'm gonna rip it.